Ready, John?
All right.
The story of the squeaky chair. That's 12 by.
And was driving Rod and Matt. He kept yelling at me every time I turned in the chair. Yeah, Carl had the squeaky chair, and every time he would move a muscle, the thing would squeak, and so I'd yell, "Carl!" every time it squeaked.
Did you sat right beside him? Right?
Yeah, he sat across from me, yeah. And so after a few times I said, well, you know, Carl, those are the same chairs that Jim Hurst has in his office, and he's got 3 of them. You might as well go in there and swap chairs with them, because they'll never notice. So the next day I'm telling Tom, and Jim was there, and I said, yeah, Carl switched out one of Jim's chairs yesterday. And Jim goes, one of my chairs? Are you kidding me? Really? He gets all excited. He goes and gets masking tape and puts masking tape underneath 2 of the chairs in his office, and goes over to Carl's chair and puts masking tape under his. So then they called this special meeting on Friday with just Carl and Tom at Jim's office. And Tom gets into the squeaky chair and does everything he can.
You gotta get Carl's reaction. Are we filming?
He just does everything he can to get this chair to squeak really loud.
And I
Jim!
sat right outside of his office. I was dying.
Jim pops up and goes, that's not my chair. I know, my chair's never squeaked. So he's running around making all this noise about it. And then he looks under the chairs, sees that there's not masking tape under the squeaky chair. And so while this is happening, Carl sneaks out of the room, goes over, and he gets his chair with his head down going into Jim's office with the non-squeaky chair. That's the squeaky chair story.
See if Carl has any reaction to that. Where's Carl's reaction?
Carl, you're a rebuttal.
Do you have anything to say about this?
That's the least embellished Carl story there is.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. You got
Oh, we have concurrence.
that was the least embellished.
I believe most of those facts are actually correct.
Okay, now we know. It sounds to me like you provoked this action there,
Any good story needs a good nudge.
That's true.